My name is Manjeet and I'm your US Admissions Counselor at Manya, the Princeton Review Jalandhar. So in our series of Study in America, I'm going to tell you about the various types of institutions that are available in America. So when people interested to go to USA for higher studies are doing some researching, they are quite confused because the words like university, college and schools are interchangeably used. It's quite confusing. I hope after this session that confusion will be over. So since we are from India, let us see how the Indian education system works, what we are familiar with. We are familiar with universities and we are familiar with colleges. For us, under the umbrella of the university, there are various colleges. For example, the GNDU, Guru Nanak Dev University, which is from Amritsar, has many colleges under its umbrella in various cities of Punjab. So for us, college is an entity that is below the umbrella of the university. So since we are used to this kind of education system, we typically, when we hear the words university, college, we tend to find some similarity in the US also. So it becomes confusing for us Indians. So I'm going to start this session wherein I'm going to tell you about 2-year colleges. There's something called as 2-year colleges in the US, 4-year colleges, liberal arts colleges, universities. I will also talk about the difference between private and public universities and about not-for-profit and for-profit schools. Our goal is to help you so that you are well informed, and while researching and choosing colleges and universities to apply to, you don't have any problems. So let us get started. The US education, if I may tell you, is big and diverse. It is probably the world's biggest education system. USA has 5,000 plus colleges and universities, 25 million students, and you'll be surprised to know that after China, maximum international students in USA are from India. That's very interesting. So I'm going to have probably 3 sessions wherein I'm going to explain you the entire types of institutions in America. So I told you about 2-year colleges and 4-year colleges. So let me start with 2-year colleges. Now these colleges in America are called as the community colleges. Community colleges are 2-year colleges that primarily cater to the local students. They are spread across the America. In all cities, there are community colleges. And since I told you that these colleges primarily cater to local students, so why should an international student go and study there? But there are many international students who go to community colleges and study. So what is the reason? What kind of programs these community colleges offer? And what kind of degree do you get after 2 years? You must be having all these doubts. So community colleges offer programs like vocational programs, they offer technical programs, and they offer professional programs as well. So after you complete your 2 years in a community college, the degree that you get is called as the associate degree. So you're called as, for example, associate in arts, associate of science after 2 years. So community colleges not only have 2-year programs, they also have certificate programs and diploma programs which are comparatively shorter. Now what excites international students to go to a community college? The first and the most exciting part is that they are low cost and economical options. We all know it's very expensive to study in America, but community colleges comparatively are very low cost and economical. The fee per year would range anywhere between $6,000 to $9,000 per year. Very economical. The second advantage probably for international students is that the acceptance rate is very high. Easy acceptability, rolling admissions. Third important parameter could be there are small colleges. The number of students studying in a community colleges is pretty low. Because they are small colleges, the class size is also small. Maybe 15 to 20 students in a class. So the teacher-student ratio is also very good. It's quite good. And another part is that these So what does a student do after completing 2 years and getting an associate degree? It's not a bachelor's degree. I want to do bachelor's in America, and in a community college after 2 years I get an associate degree. Now what do? So these community colleges have arrangements with colleges and universities in their state, in their city. So a student who completes 2 years in a community college has an option to continue his bachelor's in a university with which this community college has an arrangement. So 2 years in a community college, 2 years in a university, and the student finally gets a bachelor degree from that particular university. And that university could be on the top 100 universities of America. So that's quite exciting. And by looking at the degree, nobody can tell that you have studied in a community college. It's the same. A student who studies 4 years in that university, and a student who does 2 years in a community college and 2 years in a university, they both get the same degree. But the person who has done 2 plus 2 in a community college and a university, end of the day he spent pretty less amount. Isn't that exciting? So now the question is, how to choose a community college? Since there are so many community colleges, so many states in America, how do you choose in a community college? So first thing we have to see how many students that a community college has. There could be a possibility that the number of students in a community college is very less. There's no point going to those colleges. So you have to see a community college has to have a decent size of students studying there. Another important factor while choosing a community college is that does that college have international students? So if it has been enrolling international students, it's perfectly fine. And third, very, very important parameter is, do they have transfer arrangements with attractive universities? That's very important because they already have tie-ups. It's mentioned. So we should only go to community colleges that has an agreement with good universities, so that end of the day you get a bachelor's degree from a top university in America. And another most important factor for us Indians, and especially people from Punjab, is the location. So we need to see whether the community college is in a good location. But yes, I would also like to tell you that if you, the student, is ambitious, if you are an ambitious student with very high grades in your schooling in India, community college might not be a very good option for you. No, I don't suggest you a community college because you are an academically brilliant student. Community colleges typically would be for students who are average students. Now there is another drawback in community college probably. You are taking chances with your visa. Now since it is very easy to get accepted in a community college, your visa chances could be low. Keep that in mind. So it's very important which consultant is handling your application process. Whether he has the right kind of knowledge to guide you. There are a lot of consultants who are giving community colleges to students who are academically good, who can get into universities. Because of limited knowledge of these agents and consultants, they are sending you to community colleges and your visa is getting rejected. Or probably you are not getting the right kind of education. They send you to very low ranked community colleges. So please be very careful. The other advantage of an community college that I missed was that after 2 years, after you get an associate degree, you have an option of something called as the OPT. OPT stands for Optional Practical Training. So once you get an associate degree, you can apply for 1 year of OPT. Work there for 1 year. Earn a decent amount. And then probably after a year, you can continue with your bachelor's in a university. So this was all about community colleges. I hope there was learning. I invite students who are interested to go to the biggest education system of the world, that is America. Come visit us. Come visit Manya, the Princeton Review at Jalandhar, and we will guide you and send you to the best colleges and universities of America. I can assure you. So this was all about the community college. In my next session, I am going to tell you about the Liberal Arts College. And then in the third session, I will tell you about the public and private universities. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this session. Book an appointment on the number mentioned in this video. Come and meet me over a cup of coffee and we will send you to the top University of America. Thank you so much. Have a good day.